So Godzilla -1 was revealed last week. A lot of people don't like it. I personally freaking love it. I love this creature so much. It looks absolutely amazing. It's like the perfect combination of Godzilla. It's got like Heisei Godzilla's face, Titanus Godzilla's body, almost Zilla 1998's feet, and freaking Shin Godzilla's dorsal spikes. I love it. I think it's amazing. Today we're gonna learn more about this magnificent kaiju because I hope it's a freaking world destroyer, just like a ridiculously overpowered evil monster, but I guess we'll see. Subscribe to MindQ, this amazing channel we're looking at today. This guy has so many amazing Godzilla analysis videos. It's fantastic. All right, time to learn us some knowledge. So happy there's more Godzilla movies coming out. A reason to maintain society and keep it all together.
Here in this video, we will showcase the differences between the Monsterverse Godzilla and the new -1 Godzilla, two versions of the King of the Monsters that we are expecting to see within a year's time. We shall take a look at their sizes, their overall body design, their face, dorsal plates, tail, legs, personality, and all that.
We may essentially be about to find out which one is more powerful right now. That's exciting.
Comparing one to another. So let's get into it.
Look at them feet! I'm rewinding it. Look at the size of them kickers, bro. This Godzilla has the biggest feet by far. A lot of people think that's weird. A lot of people obsess over feet. I think that's gonna lead to the most stably grounded, non-falling over Godzilla ever. Plus, like, he's gonna step on statistically 50% more people. Look at them suckers!
Firstly, let's start with size. The Monsterverse G-Man was originally 355 feet or 108 meters tall in his first appearance, but in King of the Monsters and onwards, he is 393 feet or 119.8 meters in height.
That's weird. It looks like he only has 2 feet.
On the other hand, is planned to be more in the lines of the original Showa's size.
That sucker is tiny. Are you serious? You know what's crazy is he still almost has bigger feet than Titanus.
Being not too big as to make him indifferent to humans, just around the size that would make him both terrifying and also able to interact with people on a more believable level. We have estimated his size on our previous video to be around 60 meters or roughly 200 feet in height, half the size of the Monsterverse Titan. Now to the overall body. Let's start with coloration and scales. The Monsterverse version has grayish-black tone, overall with slight brownish elements and highlights. His scales are more crocodilian in design with repetitive scale structure and a set of gills on his neck. He also has osteoderms that seem to be symmetrical in placement and appearance in both sides of his body.
He's got a beautiful way with words.
However, has a more rough texture. His coloration is dark brown and black with grayish overtones. His scales and osteoderms seem to be uneven all over the place like pebbles.
It looks like if they were the same size, -1 would whoop Titanus. Now, but I don't know, man, because they're not the same size.
Bringing a more eldritch theme to the game. They look rougher and seems to overlay a message of a nuclear charring with a rocky stone appearance. He also doesn't seem to possess any signs of visible gills. Now what about their head and face? The Monsterverse Godzilla has a square-shaped face and a white neck. The eyes are small and have golden yellow color, while the teeth are smaller and less neatly arranged. They just seem to come out from the scales.
Okay, -1 may be more terrifying, seeing as how he's big enough or small enough to interact with people. Look at those teeth! Good God, man! What's the purpose of them being so monstery? Titanus has, like, evolved freaking reptile teeth. That's exactly what they would look like, just enough to pull, like, hold food in its place, but those are killing teeth on -1.
The nostrils are separate and positioned on opposite sides of the snout, further enhancing his reptile-like appearance. -1, however, has a more scary, sinister look. His face is more like the Heisei/Stan Winston's failed design.
He looks
and
evil.
Final Wars hybrid, with a more curved snout and having a feline look. His eyes are bright yellow in color, with visible pupils, and a set of rows of osteoderms lining the top of his head, like the original design.
He does kind of have a feline look, doesn't he?
Look like braids. His teeth are well defined, looking like swords that jut out from both the upper and lower jaws. Now let's go to the dorsal plates. In the 2014 Godzilla design, the dorsal plates on his back are smaller compared to the Japanese adaptations. However, they still maintain the maple leaf shape, although in a straighter, sharper look, resulting in a more jagged appearance, like a chainsaw. The 2019 version has a different approach. Instead of a jagged and straight look, this iteration features more protrusions on his back, and also the maple leaves seem to look more noticeable. Notably, the 3 prominent central dorsal plates in the middle of his back retain the same shape as the originals. -1's most prominent difference from most other Godzillas are his dorsal plates. They do not have the traditional maple leaf. Although certain elements of it are still seen, his dorsal plates look like gigantic thorns or sword tips emerging from a central stem. They are done so to give the Godzilla a horrific appearance, with everything in his body screaming out death and destruction, compared to the flatter and more docile look of the Monsterverse plates.
Dude, I'm getting a vibe that this Godzilla is going to be a big-time stinker in this movie. Gonna kill lots of people.
Arms and feet. Monsterverse feet are larger and more robust compared to previous iterations, with a distinct dinosaur sauropod-like appearance. They feature three toes with thick rounded claws, providing stability and emphasizing his powerful presence.
That's what I'm talking about, more stability than ever.
Relatively short in proportion to his body, reflecting the aquatic origins of the character. These arms are muscular but not as prominently visible as his massive legs.
Am I tripping, or do they both kind of look like Batman?
Both hands and feet feature black claws. -1 Godzilla also have massive thick legs, which seem to have drawn inspiration from Singular Point's Godzilla's design. They are also dinosaurian in appearance but look more theropod-like rather than the sauropod-ish feet of the Monsterverse. Instead of 3 big toe claws, he has 4 of them with long black claws. His arms
does have
small in size
sauropod
relative
feet
to his feet, but the hands possess eagle-like talons meant for devastation and killing. Now what about the tail?
He does have long monster claws.
It's pretty long. It started out as being very thick, stemming out from the back of the torso.
Am I tripping, or does that look exactly like Batman? What's going on?
And gradually thinning out to a sharp end. The entire tail is lined with triangular plates and osteoderms, each of them still a viable storage of nuclear power. He uses his tail for both combat against other titans and also for swimming around the world's oceans.
This dude literally has an Ankylosaurus armored style tail. Like, it's a whole nother kind of destruction. Titanus' tail does destruction because it's huge, but this guy looks like his tail is meant to like shatter the femur bones of other kaiju. That's absolutely insane.
Start out as being very thick and robust, but the entire length of it seems to be more of the same thickness, although gradually becoming smaller to the extremity. It appears to be tube-like in shape with the thorny scales and plates on it. The end of the tail also differs in that it is round instead of being pointy like the Monsterverse's one. Now, strangely, let's take a look at his underbelly.
It's a leg smasher for sure.
Every Godzilla, meaning his belly and chest, all differ from one another as well. The Monsterverse version has a big belly with a muscular chest, and the scales seem to form some sort of plates right on the middle of the breast section. Several of these make Godzilla look like he got abs. Cool. But -1 has the same rough, uneven, scaly texture even in his undersides, although there seems to be several row segmentations near his pelvic region.
Dude, -1's got a pair of bazongas on him. Anyone else see those things? Damn!
His chest, on the other hand, look like 2 massive pegs, which have third-degree burns and cluttered with rock. But that's just my observation. What do you guys think?
I think he's got some huge knockers.
Since we know nothing about -1's powers, we shall take a look at the personalities, the differences. Well, in the Monsterverse, he is depicted, Godzilla, as a solitary and enigmatic creature. He possesses a strong sense of territory, asserting dominance over his domain and defending it fiercely from threats. Godzilla's behavior suggests a sense of balance and order in the natural world. His presence helps restore ecological equilibrium, maintaining a delicate balance in the Earth's ecosystem. He is classified as a benevolent, protected titan by Monarch. As for the -1 Godzilla, we do not know much about his overall personality, but we can say that he will be a force of destruction, not a kaiju that has a soft feeling for humanity. Since he will be portrayed as a monster that brings back the horror elements, he will no doubt be humanity's enemy and therefore will be seen as an evil entity. So those are the differences between the Monsterverse and the -1 Godzillas.
He's absolutely right about everything you said. Everything about this creature depicts a killer. From its giant feet, to its freaking claws, to its dorsal spikes, to its face, to its teeth. It's a killer.
I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button for support and subscribe to push us through the algorithm of YouTube. But most of all, smash that bell icon for regular updates on new videos like this on this channel.
Everything you said, absolutely. You should all support his channel. He's like the most informational, descriptive, freaking smartest channel around. I'm so ready for another movie where he's just an absolute savage monster killing everything. Like the enemy of humanity. That's what I'm talking about. It's totally a killer. Everything about this thing is a killing machine. There's no benevolent, peaceful Godzilla here. So yeah, subscribe to MindQ, link down below. Leave a like, subscribe here too, and I'll see you next time.